Hey everyone, it's Bacon Strips. Welcome back. Hope you all are doing well. And today we are going to talk about the great big elephant in the room, and that is why I am no longer uploading Call of Duty. The reason that I am no longer playing the main game of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2019. You know, I feel like I have to keep specifying these things because this game is just, I don't know, it has so many different iterations. Like there's the original Modern Warfare, there's the Modern Warfare Remastered that came out a little while ago, and then there's like this thing, which is like a remake and a remastered, and I don't know, it doesn't really produce its own original content, at least anything that's good. Anyway, I have not played that game in a while, so much that it's been a whole season. I'm not talking about like spring or fall or anything like that. I'm talking that the game is split up into individual seasons, and I have not played Season 2 at all. Season 1 is when the crossbow came out, for reference for any of you not keeping track of that game either. But Season 2, a bunch of other stuff came out, like the whole Battle Royale and everything like that, and I have played some of it, but I haven't uploaded any. I am just not having that much fun with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. I've had fun with other Call of Duties. Take this one for example. I love zombies. I will always love zombies, as you all will see in, hopefully, you know, some of these upcoming maps if I ever finish Kino, right? Which, I mean, I should be soon. I'm not having that much fun with Modern Warfare 2019. And I feel like the reason for that is because Call of Duty, in a way, it's gotten out of touch with what it originally was. I feel that Call of Duty, way back in the, I'm talking the early days, like we can go to the Modern Warfare 2, right? Modern Warfare 2, one of the most beloved COD games. It's very iconic. It's iconic for a lot of reasons. I mean, that's when we had actual weapon variety. That's when everything was overpowered. There were so many broken things in it. But at the same time, the game was one of the most fun COD games to play. And a big part of that was mainly that I feel that the world was just getting used to, I guess, main online first-person shooters, you know? This is when, like, everyone started having a home internet connection and was able to play online, connect with their friends, play with other people, that sort of thing, and just really get exposed to the online community, which was very toxic, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, lots of bad words and people talking about doing things to your family members. One of the most fun, right? I feel like Call of Duty now, it's gotten away from being that sort of arcade, fun-focused shooter. I feel like now it's very tactical, which I mean that it's trying to focus too much on the realistic aspects of it instead of just letting loose and having fun and giving the gamers an enjoyable experience. Now, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is my opinion, and anyone out there who's listening might be in love with the game. You know, they might be in love with Modern Warfare 2019. I'm not. You are. Guess what? That's cool. I'm just putting out my point out there on that it is a tactical shooter, and it used to be an arcade shooter. Now, I personally have always lived by the motto to have fun in whatever I'm playing, especially when it comes to video games. Like, if I'm not having fun, why am I playing this game when there's like a dozen, probably hundreds of other games out there that are fun? So I was so much in love with the arcade shooter of Call of Duty, mainly because, I mean, I love not thinking about it. I love just hopping in the game. I have the controls. I'm just shooting, you know, people and getting kill streaks and winning the game, losing the game, etc., etc. I feel like that's not the case in this Call of Duty, you know? I feel that in this Call of Duty, it's like, oh, you have to think about every single move that you're making. You have to think about, like, do I shoot this person? Do I not shoot this person? Do I move into this building? Do I not move into this building? And you have to be so careful. And I'm like, I'm not trying to do that. I want to play a game like Zombies, you know? Where it's like I'm just coming in here, running around, shooting fiery dogs with alien weapons. Like, I don't want to really think about, like, what I'm playing. And what I'm doing. Like, I play these games to relax, to ease my mind, and just to, you know, have fun. I mean, Call of Duty has gotten away from that, which is fine, because, like, at the end of the day, guess what? If I don't like the game, I just don't have to play it. It's that simple. So it may just not be for me. I mean, I feel that the early COD games like Modern Warfare 2 and stuff like that, they were more connection based. So they focused on, hey, we want to make sure you have a smooth experience. So your internet connection matters. You match with people in your area because you will not lag as much with those people. It was simple. Now I feel like they've adopted the skill-based matchmaking concept, which is you're matched with players of your equal skill, which kind of sucks because it means you can't just go all out. You know, you're playing with basically a bunch of yous on the map. They think like you know, they're careful, they stay hidden around the map because they don't want to die. Whereas, you know, fresh players or gung-ho players, they'll just run in there willy-nilly and get shot up, and they'll run right back because, like, they're trying to learn the game, etc., etc. So that whole skill-based matchmaking thing, I mean, that is one big point that has thrown a lot of people off of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. But it hasn't thrown me off, really, because of the simple fact that you're matched with players of your skill level. I'm not that great at the game. I mean, every once in a while I'll do what I consider to be well, but I mean, in your eyes it's probably still terrible. Like, I do die a couple times, you know? Whereas I'm sure like some professional player out there would go out and get like 50 kills and have -2 deaths. I don't know. If this is how COD is going to be, then it's just not for me, I guess, you know? Which is fine. I mean, COD has been the same for how many years, right? They've put out a COD every year since like way back, like 2010 or something, you know? Like even before that. So it's like now they're just trying to change things up to reach a larger player base and have more people interested in the game, which is fine. I mean, there's so many other games out there. It's like, hey, maybe this is just not my cup of tea anymore. Maybe I need to go have some what's a good brand of tea? Lipton. I need to go have some Lipton, and I'm over here drinking, I don't know, Tivana. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. That sounds like a good tea brand name. If it's not already taken, I'll probably research and let you guys know in the description or something if Tivana is an actual tea brand name. If not, then hey, you know, dibs. But yeah, I also thought that might also be a generational thing. Not tea, but, you know, Call of Duty. Because way back, there weren't that many people on Call of Duty, you know, or at least everyone playing Call of Duty, they didn't really know everything. You know, this is when you still use YouTube to, like, help yourself with a game. You know, people were looking up YouTubers trying to find the best tips and tricks and things like that, where it's like, hey, you know, I want to get better in Call of Duty, so I'm going to watch this YouTube video and hopefully this YouTuber teaches me. Nowadays, it's like everyone already knows how to hold a controller. Everyone knows, you know, the best maps and stuff to go play on. Everyone knows, like, what to do, basically. The game's just gotten a lot more difficult in terms of the natural skill level of players has increased. Like, you don't have that many bad players anymore. Like, everyone who's a quote-unquote bad player just hasn't played enough. And once they play enough, guess what? They'll be good. I mean, you have, like, 8-year-olds competing, like, professionally in some of these games. You have so many young people playing these games at a high level that it's like, you don't have that many bad players anymore. Like, everyone's just good at games. A lot of people play video games now, so it's like they're just naturally good at it. With so many better games out there in terms of like games that I can have fun in, I just feel like, why waste my energy, my time putting up YouTube videos or getting content from games? Why get it from a game that I'm not the biggest fan of? Or why not get it from a game that I'm not having the most fun in? So that's why, you know, there's not a whole bunch of Call of Duty on this channel in terms of Modern Warfare 2019. But I do plan to upload games that I like playing. And I hope they're games that you like seeing. I mean, there's this one, there's zombies. There will be a lot more zombies. All you zombies fans, you know how many maps there are. There are so many maps. And I figure, like, during the zombies, I can just talk to you guys still about, like, whatever I want. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. But yeah, that's all I have. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Are you enjoying Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019? If so, why? If not, why? I might talk about it every now and then. Just, you know, kind of like a, hey, what's going on? But that'll be like rare, just because I don't like talking about games that I'm not really playing, or gaming news that's not really relevant to what I'm putting out. At the end of the day, this is just background noise for you guys. So it's like, if I want to talk about Modern Warfare 2019, then I just might rant about it for like 10. I know they put a flaming shotgun in there. That's got to be fun, but I'm glad I'm not dealing with that. That's all I have for you people. I appreciate the watch, and stay tuned for the next one. Deuces.